Hello, everybody. Joe Begadones here, and welcome back to another episode of Summer Pockets, Reflection Blue. I totally did almost forget my own channel name there for a second. Had to come in some slack, though. Just woke up a little bit ago. It's like 11 a.m. Oh, well, 11:40. I woke up at like 11. Got my nice 4-day weekend this weekend, which is nice. Thank you, President's Day. And thank you, federal government, for giving us an extra day off on top of the federal holiday. The reason for that is we do 24/7 operations at my workplace. So what that means is, unfortunately, someone is always going to have to be there, even on the holidays. However, extra day is so, one person can work the actual holiday and another person can work the actual, well, they call it a family day, so that way you can spend time with your family is the idea. But that you at least get one day off, even if you're getting the fucking big green dick. But that's neither here nor there. What is just made some lovely coffee. But what's throwing me off is I washed my mouse pad yesterday. I have like one of the big desk mouse pads. And the backside rubber just like completely fucking disintegrated. So now I have like no mouse pad on my desk. So my mouse feels weird. Like everything I put on my desk is like clanking. It's probably for the best though. That thing was getting kind of ratty. It's the unfortunate thing with like a big desk pad like that is you're never going to spill shit on it. And even if you, like, wipe it up and, like, wash it off in the sink, it's still going to, like, soak in. And, like, it gets kind of, like, dead skin builds up on it, which you can never get the fuck out. And it was kind of ick. It's a good thing I don't have a web camera going that you'd be able to see it, because it was grimy. But I got a new one coming in tomorrow, so hopefully this will be a short-lived issue. On top of that, I had an exciting night last night of hunting down a bat that got into my house. It's actually been in my house for like 2 days. I thought I got it the day before. Like, I opened up all my doors and windows, and I went down to my basement to try to find like a tennis racket. In case, I needed to do what needed to be done. But by the time I came back up, I couldn't find it anywhere. It like wasn't in my closets. I didn't see it. But it was hiding somewhere, because last night I could hear it like crashing into the walls and stuff, and like curtains trying to get out of my spare room. So I'm like, aha! So I managed to, lightly knock it out of the air with a pillow, and then throw the pillow on top of it, while I got my gloves on and a long sleeve shirt and a like reusable grocery bag from Wawa, and kind of like picked it up from under the pillow like it was dog shit and threw it outside to be free. Hopefully it made it, because it was a little rattled from the experience, though to be fair I was too, even though it's just a little bat. Though it was a fairly decent sized bat. It was like maybe a little smaller than a tennis ball when it had its wings, not stretched out, when it was kind of like in its little mouse mode. But when it had its like wings out and it was flying, it was good. It was a good size. It probably had like a 8-inch wingspan or so. And when that's like fluttering into your bedroom, you're like, fuck no. Like, this shit needs to go now. And I know I probably should have, like, you're supposed to, like, catch it and then, like, call animal control and get it tested for rabies, and then you go in and get your rabies shots, but you didn't get me. I'm fine. At least I hope I'm fine. If you never hear from me again, I probably did develop rabies, and it'll probably be in the news, because rabies cases in humans are super rare, especially in, like, the U.S. So, knock on wood. Knock on wood, I don't get hydrophobia and, like, extreme aggression. It'd probably make for some interesting channel content, though, for a couple days at the very least, so. And then, then the videos would get, like, constant, constant views from scientists trying to monitor my progress. Like, okay, at day 3, this is how far his mental state was deteriorating. And then they just play a clip of how I normally am, and they're like, oh my god. But that's in the past. Don't gotta deal with that anymore. No more bats, I hope. I gotta move out of this house. It's so fucking shit. I got squirrels in the ceiling. Fucking bats are getting in. Sometimes I get mice in the kitchen. The mice are only at the beginning of the winter. Once they find places to hunker down, they don't really try to get in anymore. The issue is when they're trying to find that place to hunker down, they think behind my refrigerator is a good spot, and I have to set up a bunch of traps. I'm all for live and let live, like I was with the bat. Just leave me alone, and I won't have to like stomp you into a red paste. But the issue is the mice fucking pissing shit all over my kitchen, and it's like that's no bueno. That's against food safety regulations. You gotta go. And then you get the good industrial like plastic snap mouse traps. I really don't like the glue traps. I'm a bit of a bleeding heart, I'll admit. So even though it's like, oh, but you're still killing them, yeah, but it's real different with like the snap trap, because that's just like they're done, versus the glue trap where it's like the whole point is to like it tear themselves open and like strain themselves out and like have a heart attack. I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. I prefer it just to be a quick and painless affair, but I guess I don't know. I don't really know what circumstance you'd really use the glue traps for. I've only ever used them for bugs. I don't care about bugs. My like mammalian cortex in my brain just does not have any empathy towards them. Fuck those kids. Okay, let's start this for real now. We're coming up on 7 minutes. Anyway, what's up? Good morning. To no one. Wow, just like me on Valentine's Day. Ain't that great? The living room was quiet, and the table is bare. Maybe she's out to radio exercises or gone to play. It seemed breakfast was not for my benefit alone. Having fried rice for breakfast was kind of weird, but now that it's gone, I felt kind of lonely. I've been brainwashed. Whatever. Any leftovers? Nothing. Guess no breakfast today. What should I get up to today? Probably go get breakfast. Kyoko-san!
Hi.
She poked her head out of the shed. The shed isn't home, so there's no breakfast. Do you have anything to eat?
そうなんだ。じゃあ私が
You'll make something?
これあげる。
Cup udon. Where did you...
美味しいよ。
I'm sure it is, but... Instant meals this early in the day. Never really ate that stuff much when I still swam. I'll have the instant udon. Thanks for the food. If you don't have breakfast, you'll have a hard time finding enough energy to make through the day. Breakfast is the single most important element of overcoming the summer heat. I mean, my breakfasts recently have consisted of a large cup of black coffee from the gas station and a banana. That's all I need for breakfast. I wonder if I'm starting to like develop acid reflux, because in the morning sometimes I just randomly feel like, oh god, am I gonna throw up? And then I just gotta like sit there for a minute and be like, whew. Like, nope, I'm good. All right, let's go. Probably has nothing to do with the gallon of black coffee I drink every single day. Add hot water and wait 3 minutes. All right, time to dig in. At 3 minutes on the dot, I open the lid. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Delicious. So obviously overflowing with crap that's awful for an athlete's body, and yet the act of consuming it nevertheless. It's almost like I'm practicing how to destroy myself, how to push myself beyond my limits. I can't get enough. Makes me want to burst out running this very second. Spend these heaps of calories. What What a surreal breakfast this was. It's all the salt, all the sodium. Your body's like, whoa, fucking electrolytes. Ah, that was a good meal. I gulped down every last drop of the soup and heaved a sigh. Now, what do I do today? Yeah, have that, have some beer. If you don't know, beer is actually like a super good athlete food. I'm pretty sure they give it out at the end of like marathon and like cross-country events because it's just liquid carbs and water, so it's just what the body needs after a big workout. Pretty sure we're free today. Let me actually pull up my handy dandy recommendations here. Because I wouldn't mind going to play some fucking table tennis, you know, a little bit of ping pong. Let's see. See, today's the 2nd? Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh. Choose the candy store. Okay, guess we'll go to the candy store. I made my way over to the candy store. A bunch of violent kids were gathered around the gotcha machine.
当たったしゆき
俺もシユキゲット
A sea Wookiee.
兄ちゃん知らねえの今流行りの謎生物だぜ
Some kind of new cryptid? Like swamp thing? And they come from gotchas?
俺ら全員手に入れたんだぜ
Is it really ethically okay to put living creatures in gotcha capsules?
違う入ってるのはシユキの卵なんだ
Uh-huh.
卵を塩水に丸1日入れておくだけで生まれるんだよ
Oh, it's just sea monkeys. Oh, huh. That sounds kind of cool.
これを育てて夏休みの自由研究にするんだ
俺たちの中で誰が一番大きく育てられるか競争なんだよ
Is this the gotcha they're in?
外れもあるみたいだけどね
What's in the other ones? Huh.
俺たちはみんな1回で出たけどな
Oh, it's on. Ha! Watch and learn, kids. This is the pride of an all-boys school student.
それガチャガチャに関係あるのか
I have no idea.
とりあえずかっこよく言ってみただけだよね
これ外れ引く流れだよ
Shut up and watch, brats. I flick a 100-yen coin with my thumb, sending it spinning through the air. Then snatched it out of the air and plopped it in the gotcha machine. Crank, crank, whack. Nothing came out.
詰まったね
時々あるんだよな
外れより恥ずかしくない
Ma'am! I didn't get a capsule from the machine!
うわかっこ悪い
迷惑かけたの
Yeah, open it up for us and let's just pick one out.
100円を返すのとしゆきを渡すのどっちがええかな
Sea Wookiee, please. A Sea Wookiee, please.
うわダサ
I'd get it if I played anyway. I'm just cutting out the middle.
結果だけ求めるこんな大人になりたくないね
Look, even if you didn't get it, this is where I would come in as an adult and say, out of my way, children, this is how a, financially, affluent adult with disposable income handles things, and just throw infinite money at it until I get it. Like a power level you mere children could never even comprehend. I'd rather you call me efficient. Lost all the kids' respect, but gained a Sea Wookiee. Hooray! I don't know if that's, like, bar is supposed to be red. I know for titles it's got kind of the fancy kind of summer pocket bracket, but for items it just seems to be really whatever. We don't have an item storage, do we? No, it's just all titles. The items don't matter. Unless we eventually get a battle system like Little Buster. That'd be cool. Ah. I stumbled across Shiroha. I wonder if she'd mind if I said hi. Heyo!
血はよく合うね
Yeah, it's because I'm stalking you. Yeah, I guess. Small island.
それじゃ
Ah, she's totally about to leave. What should I do? I didn't have a good pretext to ask her to stay. That's when I spotted a fishing rod discarded among the rocks. I didn't even have any bait, but I figured I'd cast in the line and see what happened. I got one! Didn't even take a second. Okay, seriously, how? It was a mystery even to me. I mean, it was a shiny hook. Some fish just go for shiny things.
Huh?
Just like how some fish just go for noisy things. That's how you can catch bass. Especially if they're spawning. It's what those spoon lures are really good for. And I mean, like, you can, like, bend and tie a spoon to, like, a fucking line and hook and use it to catch some fish. Shiroha, who was already making her exit, spun around in surprise. Oh, it's a pretty big one, too. What should I do with it? It's not like I can keep it as a pet. Should I eat it? But how? Oh, I just don't know. What to do, what to do. Okay, so I'm not an actor. I turned around. There was no one there. Ah, how depressing. What am I supposed to do now? I mean, you can bring it home for dinner. Oh, I got another one. And another. My fishing, at the very least, is in top form. Scarily so. What am I even doing? What do I do with these? Seriously. Should I eat them? But how? I just don't know! How depressing. But just as I was about to give in to despair, I heard footsteps. Ah. Shiroha stood beside me.
それどうするの？
Huh? She was holding a portable stove. Apparently, she ran off to grab it.
食べる？なんでそんなキラキラした目をするの？
Because I've been saved.
え？
Tenchi. Yeah, honestly. Since I went overboard and caught so many fish, we had a bit of a surplus on our hands. Very wasteful, don't do that. Unless you're just gonna, like, cut them up and use them for chum or bait or, you know, live bait. I really don't think I can eat all these on my own.
持って帰って。
Can I?
うん。
I bet Uma-chan will be happy if I bring some for her. I figured I'd head home and eat with her. But, do you have a bucket? Shiroha looked like she was planning on hanging around the seaside for a little while longer. She was walking along the water's edge, not doing anything in particular. Hey, my curiosity was piqued. Are you alright staying outside all the time?
大丈夫って？
I mean, you're really pale. I'd imagine you'd either burn or, you know, get a sick tan. And I don't know how you feel about that. Like, not gonna get heat stroke or something?
多分大丈夫。
I could only assume she had some sort of reason for not going home during the day. Wandering around and outside all the time still seemed pretty rough, though. A random thought popped into my head. So, hey. It's cool if you don't want to, but I figured I might as well ask. Want to come over to my place? Not that it's really my place. I'm basically a freelancer. I'm currently staying over at Kyoko-san's, at my aunt's house. She's basically never around the house, so you don't have to worry about her. You could have left that part out, you know, be like, oh yeah, my aunt and my cousin are there, so don't worry. It's not creepy that I'm just inviting you there, you know, with no previous, what's the word I was looking for? I was gonna say pretext, but I'm like, no, that's not it. You know what I mean, out of the blue. Totally nothing scandalous in mind. No, by not around, I mean she's usually working out in the shed. If anything happened, you could scream and she'd be here. Not like anything's gonna make you scream, of course. You're fumbling it, dude. Yeah, seriously. Why would you be screaming in the first place? Besides, Umi-chan's around too. She's sort of like a little sister. Not in a weird way, I mean, she does call me by my last name. We're not exactly all backwards. So we're not like in Oni-chan kind of relationship or anything. It's a bit more strained than that. Maybe more than a bit strained. What am I even talking about? What I'm getting at is that we're related, but there's a pretty big age gap, so we're sort of naturally, Shiroha? Shiro is staring up into the sky, not saying a word. Something up there? Nope, nothing. Just the same restlessly bright sun as ever. The ground faintly shimmered with heat, and the mirage almost makes it look like Shiroha's legs are wobbling. No, wait, she's actually wobbling. Do you need some water? She crumbles, flopping onto the ground. Hey! I rushed over to her. She stared blankly at me.
暑い
Well, obviously. What should I do? Shiro was completely limp and looked like she couldn't budge an inch. Hospital time?
だね
She forcibly refused, even though it certainly took painful effort to do so.
病院はダメ
Why? Yeah, the Byoins are good. Get that nice saline IV, you know, get you refreshed. And they're cold, so it drops your body temperature down, which I've talked about before, but having a terrible fever and going in and getting a nice cold IV, oh my god, it's so refreshing.
家なら大丈夫今誰もいないから
Home? I don't actually know where...
あっち
I guess I'll be carrying you then. Here, grab onto my back. Hurry up.
うん
So we're just gonna leave that pile of fish on the rocks? That's so wasteful. Do you even have a fishing license? Like, is this illegal? Are you gonna get fined by Fish and Game? That's fucked up. I got family that works for Fish and Game. You do not want to fuck with the state like that. They do not give a fuck. They will slap your ass with a mean fine. Like, are those fish even the right size? Are they in season? Or is it because he's under 18 or something? He doesn't need a license. It's like minors can fish or whatever, that one. Who knows? I'm unfamiliar with Japanese, you know, the Fish and Game laws. Shiroha gave me directions as I carried her home. She's actually a lot lighter than I imagined she'd be. I mean, I am in pretty good shape. For all I know, all that training I did in my club was for the sake of this moment. The train of thought was going in a weird direction. You push yourself to stay outside until you collapse.
試してたの
At least get like a nice white hat. I got one of those. Like a big wide brim kind of like boater hat. Not quite what's the style? Like a Havana hat. It's more flat on the top. It doesn't have like the grooves in it. Kind of like imagine a fedora, how it has those grooves on the front. This one's just kind of a cylinder on the top, you know. Just it comes up, flat top, wide white brim. Very, very good in the summer. Especially because I've mentioned I have jet black hair. Just absolutely fucking roast my brain. Huh? What? What was true?
見えたから
That being?
でも
Oh, that being.
大丈夫だって分か
What
っ
she
てた
saw,
から
not that being, like, oh, a living being. Like, what, did she see like a fucking cryptid out there? A lot of cryptids in this episode.
誰かが助けてくれるってそれで待ってたから
What? She saw something and wanted to see if it was true. Oh, talk about ambiguous. I figure she must be delirious from the heat. Followed the river upstream. Eventually, we turned onto a side path and finally arrived at a pretty huge pretty huge lump in my throat. Pretty huge traditional house on top of a small hill. Ooh, we even got that fucking hatched roof. Very nice. Shiroha lives here? Compared to Shoko-san's house, compared to the house I'm staying at, it felt distinctly refined. There are chickens clucking from somewhere in the expansive front yard. There was indeed a nameplate with Naruse written on it hanging beside the door. I stood rooted to the spot, unsure what to do.
玄関開いてるから。
Huh? Right. Immediately past the entryway, the house opened up into a wide living room. Shiroha pulled off her shoes, stumbling into the room before finally face planting onto the tatami mats. I found the kitchen and brought her some water. Her breathing gradually stabilized and her agonized expression started loosening up. I heaved a sigh of relief. With that worrying out of the way, I looked around again. It really was a huge house. The ocean was just past the veranda. I could hear the sound of the waves.
おじいちゃんと住んでるの。
Shiroha finally spoke up from before.
昼間は漁に出てるけど。
Living the dream. Oh, that's so.
ありがとう。良くなった。
She slowly sat up. Oh, good to hear. Well, guess I'll head home then. It'd be pretty awkward if your grandpa happened to come back while I'm here.
ありがとう。
No problem. But as I stood up to leave, I hope your grandpa's not that big bearded muscular guy we saw who gave us the thumbs up when we were working out that one time, who was trespassing on our property for some reason.
Oh.
My stomach growled. Its enthusiastic grumble echoed exceptionally well throughout the big empty house. I remembered that I had been planning on having lunch at home. I still haven't eaten yet. Shiroha let out a sputtering laugh.
よかったら何か作るよ。
She stood up. You sure you're feeling up to it already?
うん。お礼もしたいし。
You really don't have to. I felt a little embarrassed.
借りは作りたくないから。
She looks completely serious about that. Right. I stopped to consider my options. I still had the container full of fish she gave me down by the beach. Okay, you took that with you, thank goodness. I could just eat that, but Shiroha looked like she was enjoying herself, so I figured there was no harm in taking her up on that offer. I stashed the container behind my back. Shiroha headed for the kitchen. She started quickly and efficiently preparing a meal. I'm currently inside a girl's house. She's treating me to her homemade cooking. This is like one step away from marriage, isn't it?
何が？
Nothing. My mind went to a stupid place again. Oh, I was getting a bit nervous. What are you supposed to do at times like these? And then just keep watching her from behind. I'm starting to feel like some kind of voyeur. Just a little longer wouldn't hurt,
で
right?
きた。
She spun around. Already?
おじいちゃんが帰るまでに済ませないとダメだから早く食べて帰ってね。
Will do. She was already back in serious mode. She seemed a bit more relaxed when my stomach growled, though. Come on, stomach. Let's go. One more growl. Well, stomachs never growl when I actually want them to. I clenched my abs.
どうしたの？
No, nothing. I choked on my words. At any rate, in spite of how quickly she whipped it up, she served me, though. She served me an honest-to-goodness meal. Incredible. Oh, wow, this is
どう
great.
も。
This would totally sell if you served it at a restaurant.
そんな無理無理。
She cleaned those fish really skillfully, too. Really skillfully, too. I mean, she probably did skin the fish when she cleaned them, but she must be pretty into
い
cooking.
いんだ。無理だから。
Well, why not?
なんでも。
Well, everyone's got Got circumstances, I guess. Huh? I heard the front door open. Shiroha said that she lives alone with her grandpa. So naturally, the only person who'd be coming home would be...
Tadaima!
The voice was extremely coarse and throaty.
どうしよう。
I mean, you could introduce us to him? It's not that weird. We're not doing anything untowards. Shiro was in a panic. I've seen this sort of scenario on TV before. The sort of scene where a husband walks in and his wife mid-affair. Don't think that's the same. Does that make me the lover here? Can't say I like that idea.
ここに隠れてて。
Wait, seriously? Shiroha shoved me into the closet. Can we just explain what happened to him? She collapsed, I carried her home, and she made a meal to thank me. No big deal, right?
そんな話が通じる相手じゃないの。あなた死ぬよ。
That's fine. Wait, seriously? So Grandpa murders his daughter's house guests.
早く。
Well, his granddaughters, but I know what you meant.
何もなかったか。
I heard a voice through a sliding door. It struck me as really intimidating and kind of scary. Not because all that crazy stuff Shiroha just said.
シロハ、
何？
誰かいるのか。
No! Made this for you. Knew you'd be coming home soon.
なんで？
知らない匂いが
It's probably the fish. A smell.
する。漁で魚を呼び寄せるときに使う匂いに似ている。
Does it really smell like that?
侵入者だ。下がっていなさい。誰だか知らないが、こそこそと人の家に上がり込むとは。
How perceptive.
出てこい。匂いはここから。
He circled around to the closet I was hiding in. I'm so totally screwed. But just as I resigned myself to a gruesome demise, I noticed something in the corner of the closet. A certain item that Shiroha used back at the candy shop. It's the only hope I've got at this point. Heyo! The old man's scream echoed through the air. Taking advantage of the confusion, somehow managed to make my escape. I gasped for breath. Needless to say, running through this hellish midday heat in a costume like that was absolutely killer. Whenever Grandpa's okay. Well, I saw him for a second, but he was built like a bear. I figured he was probably pretty sturdy. I'd better hurry up and take this off.
ペケモンがいるわ。本当だわ。ペケモンゲットですわ。
Yeah. Never mind. Time to run. No way a bunch of kids could catch up to me, of course.
おい見ろ。ペケモンだぜ。また出やがった。
Oh, come on. More of them? Really? Yeah, why do you run to a populated area? Just like run to the woods.
待ちなさい。ペケモン。かば焼きにしてあげる
Oh
わ。
my god. Why? People eat Pokemon in this island?
ペケモンゲットだぜ。ウォッチだぜ。
A pincer attack. I stopped in my tracks. Time to give up. Who knows how deep a hole I'll end up in if I just keep digging. I took off the costume's head. The dreams of innocent child are just not worth my while. Innocent children. Hey,
あなた、ルシファー。ペケモンの中からルシファーが出てきましたわ。あなた、一体何者？
a true Pokemon master. I'm the guy inside the Pokemon. That's all I can say. If I told you any more, I'd have to kill you. I dashed away from the girls, shouting at the top of my lungs. What a freak.
ハイリくん、
Yes?
お友達が来てるよ。
A friend? This time of night? Yeah, she wants her costume back. Probably wash it, though. The person waiting for me at the door was... Oh, ew, go away. What are you up to this late?
釣りに行かないか。
Fishing.
夜釣りだ。
You like setting fires, like doing spotlight fishing? No. Spear fishing? I can fuck with that. Huh. Never fished at night before. Sounds a little interesting. Sure. I'm heading out for a bit.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, something about this guy's been off from the moment he arrived. Why are you wearing clothes?
おっと。
Ryoichi, that's not his name. Roichi, there we go. For some reason I couldn't compute the fucking first E there. Roichi bashfully scratched the back of his
や
neck.
っぱり変だよな。
I wouldn't go that far, just... Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
さすがに夜は冷えるからな。
A respectable answer. I thought nudity was some kind of policy of his, but maybe not. The night road was a bit cold, that's for sure. An extra coat might have been a smart idea.
さて、
Dude, it's August. You're fine.
やっぱり脱ぐか。
Why?
だってよ、
Big old Nande! Ryoichi looked up to the sky, pensive.
夜空に期待されてるような気がしてな。
What the night sky was. You're a bit crazy in the head, aren't you?
褒めるな。
God. I don't really care whether this dude catches a cold or not, but I definitely don't want anyone to associate the two of us.
いて。
What happened?
なんか乳頭にぶつかった。
Don't say nipple. It's probably some bug,
い
wasn't it?
や、これは紙くず。
There's something written inside. It's the middle of the night, so I'll refrain from using loudspeakers. That doesn't mean I'm not watching. The two of us turn towards the watchtower looming high in the night sky. Can't be. Nomiki? Did she throw water paper at us from all the way over there? I can make out her faint silhouette. She really hangs out there this late? I mean, it's probably really pretty up there, not gonna lie. She can see us even though it's this dark?
暗視スコープだな。
A night vision scope? It's got her so burning with civic duty, I swear.
さあな、案外寂しいんじゃないか。冷たー。
Ryoichi was doused with cold water. No way she could actually hear us from this distance, right?
何？
Yeah, no way.
てか寒い。やつめ、氷水飛ばしやがった。落ち帰る。
He held himself in his arms like a forlorn puppy and bailed. Hey, what about...
俺は帰る。
There he goes. I glanced towards the tower. Very distinct figures stood atop it. I should head home before it's my turn to get soaked. I was actually kind of interested in trying night fishing too. I thought I'd find something new and I wouldn't be able to do during the day. But the night ocean's unsettling in a way. How endlessly the murky depths extend. It almost sucks you in. The ocean afforded me not a single pleasant thought. Oh, bedtime. Ah. I felt depressed. I'm just gonna sleep and forget. Morning.
おはようございます。
I found Umi-chan collapsed on the table. What's wrong? Got a cold?
ではないみたいですが、なんかだるくて。
Summer fatigue, maybe?
夏バテ。そうですね。ということで、朝の用意できてないんです。
Oh, instant food 2 days in a row? Oh, I guess we do have all this leftover fish that we left at Shiroha's house. Fuck. I'll be fine. But I really think you should eat something.
食べる気しません。
Alright. I'll go find something to perk you up.
いいんですか？
You just sit tight and
あり
relax.
がとうございます。
Ooh, I really ran my mouth there, but where do I even start? Witch apparently gets ingredients at the docks while she's out at radio calisthenics. I arrived at the pier. Hardly anyone there. They must be done fishing already. Excuse me. The stern-faced fisherman shot me a suspicious glare. Their stares pierced through me. Even the cat was giving me a stick eye. Imagine this place to be a bit friendlier, given how Umi-chan always brings something back for me. I'm not gonna take it, alright? Like, I didn't want anything of course. How does Umi-chan manage to get them to give her stuff? Not too sure how well it'll play out if I just waltz up and went, "Fish, please!" But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Fish, please!
魚屋行き。
Yes, sir. There's a fishmonger.
お前、加藤のばあちゃんのとこに来ているやつか。
Huh? Yeah.
そうか。
He fell into thought as he stared through me.
失恋は辛いな。
Huh? Yeah. Wait, what?
大失恋したんだろう。それでこの島に来たとか。
I mean, yeah, but not that, not that way.
違う大学落ちて落ち込んでるんだ。可愛がってたチワワが死んだと聞いたが。
Ew, I fucking hate chihuahuas. Rat dogs in general, I just think are little nasty fuckers. Like little Deutsch hounds are fine though, because they're little sausage creatures. I like how floppy they are.
そういや、あんちゃんのところにいる子は今日は来ないの。
Umi-chan's a little under the weather, so I came to.
何？
どうしたんだ。
It seems like summer fatigue.
夏バテならこいつだな。持っていき。
An eel?
おうよ。
You can catch eels in the sea? Yeah.
当たり前だ。
川のうなぎとは味が違うぜ。
Well, yeah, the water learns differently, probably different things. Huh. Sure, I can take something that's expensive.
ジョーちゃんには世話になってるからな。
Maybe I might get some eel sushi from a place down the street from me. Man, I love grilled eel.
俺は夫婦の危機を救ってもらったんだ。
What?
俺は五十肩を直してもらったな。
What's she been getting up to? And if I may,
Oh.
yeah, she's out doing her own side quests during the day. The fisherman prepared everything right there. Made it into a fine kabiyaki, baked and lathered extravagantly in a secret fisherman sauce. No doubt this will put a pep into her step. I'm back, Umi-chan. Umi-chan? Umi-chan, I brought back breakfast. No answer. She's not here. Wait, there's a note on the table. I got better, so I'm going out to play. Kate? So she wasn't sick after all. Oh, thank goodness. But the freshly grilled kabiyaki smelled downright mouth-watering. Oh, don't mind if I do. I ate it. Oh, this is amazing. Never knew eel could be so tender and tasty. Secret sauce, too. I could get addicted to this. I relish every last bite. For this summer is nothing to me. Oh, that was some meal. Alright. Guess I'll go do something too. Used to be able to catch a lot of eels back in the big river in my hometown. I guess back in the day too. Like back in the day, before pollution laws were really a thing. there's like a meat processing plant there, and they used to just dump all their waste into the river. It was also a mill town, so that river was also full of like dyes and fucking industrial waste and stuff. But nonetheless, if you went to like the meat packing plant, like Riverside, when they dumped all this stuff, all the eels would come out and like start eating it, and you'd just be able to like stick a net in and just like scoop out like, oh, all right, I got my 10 eels or whatever for the day, and just go home and eat that. As a famous scientist once said, life finds a way. Heyo! I decided to see if anyone was hanging out at the secret base. I peeked inside. And saw two topless guys facing one another, their hands on each other's chests. I've stumbled across this island's forbidden secrets. I turned away without saying a word. Yep, time to run away. But they cut me off.
なぜ帰る
Why aren't you moaning and feeling each other up? Topless in a rundown shack in the mountains in the middle of nowhere.
言葉だけ聞くとそこそこ変態だが、ちゃんと訳があるんだ。
Yeah, let's see. I-chan love? Okay. Okay, so, let's hear it.
考えてみれば、俺この夏身のあることを何もしてないと思ってな。今日という一日を大事に生きるために、天然に胸に目標を刻んでもらっているところだ。
And that would be good reason? Not sure I'm sold on that.
面白い趣向だと思ったな。俺も一筆刻んでもらったところだ。
Right. So, I read the words written on the chest. How's that even supposed to mean?
知らないのか？さては国語が苦手だな。
I mean, I got Tenzen's easy. I recognize the kanji for yours, but I don't know what it means in context.
一日一回はいいことをしようぜという意味だ。
Alright, that makes sense. One day, one favor. Gotcha. No, it really doesn't. What we've got now says a flavor a day. You screwed up the last character.
何？本当だ。お前書き間違えているぞ。さては国語が苦手だな。
善は俺の名前に使われているからな。お前の胸に俺の名前の一部が刻まれるようで嫌だ。
Okay.
ひどい物言いだな。
It's not like yours is any better. The hell?
なんだ。自分では読めないぞ。良一、お前何を書いた？
I mean, you'd be able to read that. You kind of have to like kind of lean back at an angle and like tuck your chin into like your like the top of your chest, but you'd be able to read that. It says I-chan love.
何をする？
師匠への敬愛を刻み、一層訓練に励めるようにしたいというお前の要望に応えたまでだ。その通りだろ？
全く違う。確かに彼女のことは尊敬しているが、それはラブとかそういうナンパな思いじゃなくて、俺は彼女の卓球に挑むその姿勢に純粋な。
わかった。
I'm just gonna go home. Actually, run home. But they cut me off.
おい待て。せっかくだからお前も何か書いていけ。
What kind of pretext is that?
見られた以上、ただでは返せないな。
No. No. Stop. No. No! Ten minutes later, stripped and humiliated, I had City Hunter inscribed upon my chest. Yo, that's cool, though.
なあ、
Need to get around to reading City Hunter at some point.
最近シロハとちょくちょく会ってるみたいだな。
Huh? I mean, I guess. But just by coincidence.
偶然だったのか。お前が迷惑そうにする白羽に けなげに声をかけている様子が目撃されているらしい。
Yeah, it's like you're stalking her. It's kind of weird. What? Is that a look from an outside perspective?
何もないか。
Nope, not even a little. But I mean, she's just a friend, so of course nothing's happened between
頬
us.
をあからめてるところは悪いが、そういう意味じゃない。ただ変わったことがなかったか。
Wait, why? Should I expect something?
お前は外から来たやつだし、何も知らず万が一何かあったら後味悪い。だから一応言っておくんだが。
Was she cursed? What? Something about Shiroha? There's some sort of gross gossip. I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of that stuff.
まあ聞けよ。4年ほど前かな。まあちょっとした事件があったんだ。
An accident?
あの頃から白羽は孤立していたけど、それでも今ほどじゃなかった。賑やかな輪からいつも外れてはいたけど、そんなやつって珍しくないだろ。ただあの事件があってから何かが変わった気がする。
I feel like he was laying it on a bit thick. The accident? What kind of accident could be that major on this tiny island like this?
俺たちの同級生に神田っていう男子がいたんだ。そいつは唯一たまに白羽と話している男子だったんだけど、ある時周りに言い出したんだ。
Okay.
白羽に殺される。
Huh? She'd kill him? Imagine Shiroha chasing some guy around with a kitchen knife. Surely not, right? Kill him like how?
何？そこを掘り下げるか。
I mean, she could beat him to death, stab him, all sorts of options. Makes you curious, right?
気になるか？とにかく聞けよ。とにかくそいつが言うにはな、成瀬白羽に呪いをかけられたって。それで呪い殺されるって。そんな話、最初は誰も取り合わなかったよ。そいつが本当に事故に遭ってな。
Okay. Did he die?
死んではいない。でも危なかった。こんな小さな島じゃそれでも大事件だったからな。結構騒ぎになったよ。
Okay, but what actually happened? But it was just a coincidence, right?
偶然だとは思う。
You don't sound super sure.
なんというか、白羽の家ってのが少し特殊でな。山の上に神社があるのを見たか？
Yup. It's kind of depressing. They should really add some like greenery there for some shade. Yeah, no one was there though.
今じゃ祭りの時以外は誰も寄りつかない場所だが、それなりに由緒がある。成瀬神社という。
I mean, when I think it does.
白羽の家は遡れば、ここの神事や祭事を司っていた家系ってことになる。
I guess they do have some trees. They're just not very big. I'm talking like some nice big overgrowth because there's a lot of like open space, very kind of dry looking dirt. Seems like it'd get dusty.
今ではせいぜい夏の祭りの時に関わるぐらいだから、一見俺たちと何にも変わらないんだが、年寄りの中にはあの家とか白羽自身を特別視している人も多い。それが俺たち若い人間から見れば変に見える。
Old people. Oh.
その上、4年前の事件だ。
Bunch of rural fucking superstitious island folk. You know, nothing too out of the ordinary there. I see. I mean, still, come on. Saying she'd kill him? Isn't that a bit much?
ここだけの話、目撃情報があるんだ。
A witness?
白羽が神田を突き落としたっていう。警察にも呼ばれていたから、何らかの形で関わっていたのは確からしい。
What did Shiroha say?
さあな、あいつはあの調子で何も弁解しないし、まあ、弁解するような相手もいなかったし。昔は俺も何度か一緒に遊んだんだけど、あいつ自分から誰とも遊ばないようになって。
It happens.
ずっとあんな感じなんだ。
白羽の家は見たか？
Yeah.
大きな家だろう。
Yeah, it's real nice. They like a big landowner on the island, you know, kind of everyone's landlord kind of situation?
さっき言ったように彼女は山の上の神社の娘だから、なんていうか。
Oh yeah, for small town society like this, they got the clout. Like a shrine maiden?
そんなところか。いいものも悪いものも運んでくる。だから、
Yeah, you get to see in the nice hakama, you know.
家もああいう少し
Like,
離れたと
woo,
ころにあ
baby.
る。俺も祖父からそんなことを言われたことがある。
And you took him serious.
受けてないさ。ないけど、なんとなく子供の頃からそう言われると染みついてしまう。
Sorry, let me reread what you were saying. I was kind of thinking about shrine maiden outfits there for a second. Home a bit far away from everything else too. Good and bad aspects. All right, no, I didn't miss anything. It's just kind of that was just the topic. That yeah, they're important. Take care of the shrine, and they're kind of removed from society a bit because of it. Gotcha.
ないがしろにできなくなるんだ。
I couldn't really argue with that. I've had plenty of customs and habits implanted in me unconsciously in the same way. A set of tightly bound fetters that only those who grew up in the same place as you would understand. All your little in-baked prejudices that you have. All right. Seems like we probably want to go to like the shrine or something at this point. Nope, secret base again. Let me just make sure it's third. Yeah, it's third. I made my way over to the secret base. I paused outside for a moment to really take a look at it. I've always been a fan of places like this, but I couldn't really put my finger on why.
どうしたそんなところで入らないのか。
Admiring the architecture. I was just taking a minute to appreciate the secret base. Little kids dream of having a place like this for themselves, right? But it takes you back somehow, right?
まるでピンとこない。
I guess you didn't get it.
よう、二人一緒で来るって珍しいな。同伴ってやつか。
違う、ダブルスだ。
We just happened to bump into each other outside.
聞こえてたぜ。秘密基地が懐かしいとか言ってたな。俺はそういうの普通にわかるぜ。
俺が普通じゃないような言い方をするな。
I mean, this place looks like it get really fucking hot in the summer, though. Nothing but, God, what is... Corrugated. I was thinking galvanized, but I'm like, no, that's what you do to, like, make fucking buckets. Corrugated steel walls and ceiling. That kind of see-through, opaque plastic window that you'd use for, like, greenhouses. Like, this place is probably a fucking oven, unless it's completely in the shade. But even then, it seems like it's trapping a lot of heat. Don't think there's much insulation between these walls here. It's probably just the wall and into the outside. Like, ooh, getting warm just thinking about it. But you didn't get what I meant, did you?
さっぱりだ。
Tenzin, did you sacrifice your human heart for the sake of improving your ping pong skills?
なんだそのかっこいいエピソード。今後自己紹介の時に使ってもいいか。
I think that was cool. Really?
懐かしいといえばいいものがあるぜ。
Ruchi brought a large wooden box out from the back of the shed. What's that?
俺や天然の子供の頃のおもちゃだ。
Hey, let's go. There might be some good collectibles in here. I took a peek inside the box. Oh, wow, this takes me back for sure. Here's a mini four-wheel drive. And a box of Legos, too.
なんか捨てらんねえんだよな。でも家に置いとくのもなんだし、ここに置いてあるんだよ。見ろ、ハイリー。ハイパーヨーヨーもあるんだぜ。
A bunch of nostalgia-inducing toys came pouring out of the box.
これは幼稚園の時誕生日にもらったピンポン玉だ。懐かしいな。俺の卓球はここから始まったんだ。
You should probably take that one home at least. Kind of make a little stand for it, put it on a shelf.
なるほど。さっきの高原はこんな気持ちだったのか。
Tenzin seemed to have recovered his human heart. Welcome back, Tenzin.
ただいま高原。
Three of us rummaged around in the wooden box.
ん？これは小学校入学祝いでもらったこっちは中学入学のお祝いでもらったピンポン玉。これは高校の入学祝いで買ってもらったピンポン玉じゃないか。
What, so last year, 2 years ago? Why's in this box? I feel like the Kano family expresses affection in a very weird and specific way. One of the Mini's 4-wheel drive batteries are still good.
懐かしいな。そいつは俺が初めて漁を手伝った時のやつだ。ご褒美で買ってもらったんだよな。さすがにもう動かねえだろう。
Yeah, they're probably like leaking. You'll want to get some gloves on before you open up that battery case. I tried flipping on the switch. Whoa, it still runs! Crazy fast, too.
懐かしいな、この音。
そいつはお前に頼まれて俺がチューンした特別製だったな。
I flipped the switch back on for a moment. Ping pong wasn't Tenzin's only skill. He was actually pretty good with machines, too. What would a toy car tuned up by Tenzin look like? I was pretty curious.
ちょっと走らせてみるか。
Can I?
いいぜ。お前が動かしたんだからよ。
I'll give it a try then.
なんつうかさ、俺のミニ四駆をテンゼンが改造してハイリが走らせる。子供の頃に見た漫画みたいでちょっとワクワクしねえか？
Yeah, it's a real team effort, ain't it? Yeah, you're right. Our childhood memories were just like this car's engine. They'd spent years stowed away in a box. And now the box was open, and they were free to race away once more. Alright, here I go.
あ
行けー！俺たちの思い出！
I flipped the switch and the motor sprang to life with a vigorous hum. I set it down to sun-baked ground. Screech! The car raced off with a powerful screech and shot up into the undergrowth at a speed at which no human could possibly keep up with.
もう！俺の思い出が！
Our memories vanished off into the wilderness. Oh wow. Oh, the mountains and it runs no problem.
俺が改造しただけある。
誇らしげにしてるんじゃねえよ！お前らには思い入れとかないのか？
ま、いくつも改造した中の一つだしな。
All I did was flip the switch.
薄情な奴らだぜ！くそ！
That's kind of
俺
fucked
の
up.
思い出が！
So long, farewell. We went back into the secret base. Eventually, we ended up rummaging through the box once more. Ah, Ruichi. How do you use this, yo?
それは俺がベアリングに油をさしてやったんだ。
I never figured out how you're supposed to use these. I'm kind of curious. Is it one of the ones where you throw it down and it just kind of stays spinning down there, and then you give it a slight, like, yank back up, and then it, like, rewinds itself?
しょうがねえな。出してみろ。
Ruichi slipped the string of the yo-yo over his finger.
こう、スナップを効かせてだな。
Oh. The yo-yo sat spinning on the end of the taut string. That's kind of impressive.
それじゃあまずは基本技、ウォーク・ザ・ドッグを見せてやる。
Hell yeah, walk the dog. Ooh, an English name? That sounds kind of cool.
いや、ただの犬の散歩だぞ。
Ruichi flicked his finger down again and sent the yo-yo spinning towards the floor. Then he lowered his arm slightly, sending the yo-yo down on the ground. The moment it touched down, it started rolling forwards. Oh, I get it. Sort of looks like you're walking a dog. Even just a basic skill like that looked impressive to someone as clueless about yo-yos as I was. Ruichi grinned proudly as he threw his yo-yo out for another spin.
じゃあ次は中級技を見せてや。
Snap! Pop. The string snapped. The yo-yo, liberated from its leash, spun off at an amazing speed through a crack in the shed wall.
おー！俺の思い出2号！
犬が脱走したな。
Returned to the wilds.
あれ結構するんだぞ！
Brought that one on himself, though.
ちくしょう俺の思い出たちが
見ろ、あの箱からヌンチャクを発見した。
Oh god.
あ
Nunchucks are
あ
dangerous
修
as
学旅
fuck.
行で買った
I
や
used
つ
to
だ
have a pair. But that's because I did karate. Once upon a time, I had a black belt in Kempo and knew how to use a fucking bow staff and nunchucks and sais. And I could throw a mean punch. I still can, but you know, I'm definitely lacking in my technique ability compared to what I used to be at.
バカなものを買ったな。
うるせえよ
Okay, but wouldn't you look pretty cool if you spun them around while you were topless?
マジかよモテるか
No. Only other guys thinks it's cool. It's like that meme that you see of like the expectation then reality of like lifting weights at the gym. It's like in getting big, you think like, oh, I'm gonna be surrounded by all the girls, but then in reality, it's just other gym bros complimenting your gains.
よっし行くぜおー
Snap.
おー
One of the chains broke, and the stick went flying off into the distance.
思い出さんごー
Oof. Yep. That went right off the cliff. Ruichi stared pitifully at the remaining half of the nunchucks. Oh, and an RC
それ
boat.
は海に浮かべることができるやつだ。
Oh, let's go to the beach then.
おーもう嫌な予感しかしね
They were on, and the three of us made memories together all the way until night. But in exchange, Ruichi lost 27 precious memories of his own. I'm back. Umi-chan? Normally, she'd come and greet me.
あ、ハイリくん。今日は海ちゃん疲れて寝てるの。
Huh? I thought she said her summer fatigue was gone.
単に遊び疲れただけみたい。
Okay. Then I should probably keep things down so I don't disturb her. That said, it kind of leaves me with nothing to do. Rochi was all about night fishing last night. Maybe we'll go check out the ocean or something. There was no one around. It was pitch black. Who would go fishing at a time like this? Ah, there's someone sitting at the water break. A tall girl, with black hair down to her shoulders. She sat alone, staring across the ocean. She looked despondent. Suspiciously so. Huh, weird. I approached her cautiously. The more I looked at her, the odder she appeared. It's just my imagination. As her head looked like it's dripping wet. Almost like something out of a horror movie. My heart pounded, both in excitement and fear. The girl visibly jumped and spun around. Her head popped off. Hee!
なんだ
Her unexpectedly husky voice was... Huh? Tenzin.
そうだ。何をしている
Oh, that's my line. Your head, or rather, your hair fell just now? What, just covered in seaweed? Or is this like a hobby of yours? You know, it's not my place to judge, but, you know, if you're into these kinds of things, I can get why you want to do it at night when no one's around, you know. Don't want people judging you, but...
ああ、これか。そうか。驚くのも無理ないな。
You picked the hair-like thing from picked up the hair-like thing from beside the
これは
seats.
ワカメだ。
Oh, is that so?
そうだ。
Yummy. Yeah. Whatever you say, dude.
夜のトレーニング中なんだがな。こうして頭からワカメをかぶっていると、ほてった頭が程よくクールダウンして。
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see it mechanically making sense. However, ew.
考え事をするにはちょうどいいのだ。
I do like seaweed. I think seaweed tastes good, especially if it's, you know, the variety you're actually supposed to eat. However, if it's just random seaweed you find drifting up on the beach, that shit's nasty as fuck. Oh yeah? Yep. Uh-huh. Sure.
やってみるか。
You held the seaweed out to me. I mean, I don't see why not. You know. I might be a little curious.
そうか。
Tenzin's expression lit up.
ちょうど予備のワカメがあるんだ。
Spare seaweed. He handed me a dripping wet pile. I hesitantly placed it over my head like he did earlier. Huh. It does feel like my thoughts are sharper in a weird way. Well, this is new.
だろ
So what were you thinking of?
俺かまあ明日はどんな特訓をしようかなってな。
Neat. And nothing of value was gained from this question. Later that night. Fried rice. Is your cell phone going off? Show yourself! There, out for my blood. I haven't been assaulted yet, but if I'm not careful... Oh, it's a mosquito. I'm done for. No choice. I stuck out my arms with a soft, meaty flesh of my inner arms facing upwards. Now, come at me. The moment you bite me will be your last. I laid bare a veritable feast and waited. And waited. Ran away, did you? Back to sleep. Whew. If you're gonna bite me, then bite me already! Oh, Baxter doesn't play fair. He's trying to tire me out mentally. As they sound, they make so damn annoying. Flickering around the lights revealed nothing. I was never bitten. My sleep schedule did not survive unscathed. I feel that was a pretty good line read on my part. Pretty proud of that one. Damn, 2 days in a row?
快快です
Ah, the skeeters.
快快
Last couple of minutes now, Imogen-has been groaning like a weirdo with her hands in her clothes. Ecstasy? No, that's a different game.
体かきながら快感とか言いませんよ変態じゃないですか
What's wrong?
快快
Actually,
かゆいんです蚊に
speaking
刺
of
されまし
ecstasy,
た
I'm pretty sure I have the guidebook for Little Buster's Ecstasy somewhere on my phone. There it is. It's underneath my copy of Ooh, a little dusty. It's a very nice guidebook though. It's like a nice ivory white with what's the title printed? It's kind of like a coppery brown text. It says Little Buster's Ecstasy Perfect Visual Book. And you open it up, it's got all the CGs, it's got the route guides, it's got interviews in the back, it's got fucking everything in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, so it's got like a little magazine postcard thing you can fill out too. Does it have I wonder if it has a guide for like the battle system and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's got all the promotional art. It's like a really good book. I really like this one. But because it's the Ecstasy version, it's got some of the CGs and promotional art in here is a little a little on the extreme side, let's say. Damn, I used to be so into Little Busters. I would read it like every single year. Oh, and in the back you got all the sketches before they finalized the CGs. Oh, they do. They even have all the combat stat items, like what bonuses they give. Of course, it's all in Japanese, so I can barely fucking read any of it. But it's nice. It's a good book. I'm glad I have it. It's also got short stories in the back. Woo! Kuragaya. Damn. Yeah, this is the ecstasy version, alright. Good thing the camera couldn't see any of that. We'd be in some trouble. Fucking Onego's got some Onegos, if you know what I mean. Oh, fuck. Anyway, where were we? Oh, hey, Umi-chan. Ah. Do people say itchy when they're itchy? I mean, only if they're complaining to themselves out loud, but most of the time you just kind of groan. I've never heard that one before.
細かいことはいいじゃないですか。昨夜蚊がいたみたいで。
Ah, yeah, there sure was.
中原さんは大丈夫ですか？
Nope, not at all.
え、嘘。私ここもあそこも何箇所も刺されてますよ。
Well, you definitely got at least 2 mosquito bites. I'm totally clean. You know, I haven't been bitten at all since I got here.
私は毎日のようにですよ。
Is he just like covered in DEET all the time? A heavy smoker? I think I remember hearing something about how mosquitoes focus on people with scents they like.
私が集中的に狙わ
Yeah,
れてる。
they're like avocados, apparently. Maybe you look like you have delicious blood.
こんなの嫌です。
Hey, a mosquito. Tiny black dot buzzed around the room. Moments later, it set its sights upon Umi-chan.
し。
Wow, it's really barreling straight at you. It ignored Umi-chan's swatting and boldly charged forth. Almost like... Behold! There it is, my brethren! El Dorado, the promised land of our fathers. Heat ho! To the everlasting garden of mosquitoes.
人を変なものに例えないでください。
Just trying to empathize with the poor guy's plight. Actually, that is a female. Only female mosquitoes suck blood. In any case, being well-liked can't be all that bad, right?
人事だと思って蚊に好かれて何が悪くないんですか？
You don't like it because you're envisioning them as
何
mosquitoes.
を言ってるんですか？蚊は蚊ですよ。
Just think of them as tiny little vampires.
は？ヴァンパイアですか。
She seemed to be giving the thought at least the light of day. His hair, brilliant blonde, German.
金髪のドイツ人ヴァンパイア。
And yet, with all of his beauty, he's completely mesmerized by you.
私に夢中。金髪のドイツ人。
Gross. He gazed at you with soft
金
eyes.
髪のドイツ人。とろけそうな瞳。私に夢中。
He absconds to you at night and whispers into your ear.
夜に耳元でそっと。金髪。とろけそうな瞳。
Umi-chan, how marvelous you are. Allow me to suck your blood.
はあ、下手くそ。
Yeah, ew.
セリフのチョイスから演技まで見事に下手くそ。
It wasn't that bad.
金髪のドイツ人ってとこまで膨らませたんでしたらもう少し何かあるでしょう。
I don't know. As someone who's been to Germany, you know, you're giving them a little too much credit there, my guy. Like what?
だからもっとこうそれっぽい
Like?
ジュテームみたいな。
Yeah, Yeah, it's lacking that bit of je ne sais quoi.
お腹抱えて笑わないでください。女の子はこのくらい率直な方がクラッとくるんだもん。
You know, je t'aime is French, right?
細かいことはいいじゃないですか。とにかく私が犠牲になって顔を引きつけているんですから、これからはもう少し感謝してほしいものです。
Sorry, thanks. Your sacrifice is appreciated. So appreciated, we'll go and buy you some, like, itch cream or something today. Like every day, I sat back and relaxed after finishing my breakfast fried rice. While I watched the news on
行
TV,
ってきまーす。
I heard Uma-chan's lively voice echo down the hallway. And then... bug spray, I'd say. Yeah, that's why you're not getting fucking... like... that's why you're getting chewed up. You weren't wearing bug spray before this? Oh, that's way too
そ
much.
れじゃあ行ってきまーす。
But not before giving herself one final spray, just for good measure. As if all that would do a thing for how long it's supposed to last. I might as well do something too. I turned off the TV and made my way out the door. The sun was bright and the cicadas were loud. Shocker. And there! I took a page from Uma-chan's book and covered myself with bug spray. Let's see. I think we're supposed to go to the candy store. Yeah. Made my way over to the candy store.
何か入れようかの。
I guess I'll have, yeah, the most expensive thing. I guess I'll have the most expensive thing you've got in this store. I punctuated my order by snapping my
ちょっ
fingers.
と待っておくれ。
She headed into the store. That huge mountain of shaved ice had only been 100 yen. Surely the most expensive item can't be more than 300 or so, right? Huh? For some reason, Lily came back holding a comically thick binder stuffed full of papers.
よっこらせ。どこがええ？
Where?
おすすめは島の南東側の山じゃの。獣道しかないがワクワクするぞ。
We can buy land here? Hello? I...
島の中央にある山もよかろう。掘ればまだ銅が出てくるじゃろうって。
Okay. You know, bring a little industry back to the island? A little bit of capital, you know, venture capitalism? Let's go.
あとはの、
Wait a second here. What exactly are you selling?
土地じゃよ。
This is a candy store, isn't it?
駄菓子屋が土地を売っちゃいかんのかの。
Just out of curiosity, how much would that mountain be?
8000坪で3億6000万ほどじゃよ。
I mean, for an entire mountain, that's not that bad. 60 million? That's like 600,000 USD, but the yen's in the shitter right now, so it's probably more like only 400,000. Let me actually get the USD to yen conversion up. Was it 60 million, she said? Yeah, that's less than 400,000. Dude, that's a steal. I'd fucking go to the bank and get a mortgage right then and there. Fucking get property early. It appreciates value, my guy. Fucking maybe build up some like some apartments there. You know, start bringing in some passive income. You know, become real petite bourgeoisie. You know, become part of the parasite class. You know, sure, your morals and ethics may be gone, but at least you're making some money. I'm not really familiar with acres. Well, that doesn't tell me much.
東京ドーム2個分かの。
Yeah, it's not huge. 7 acres isn't gigantic, but it's a decent amount of land.
特別プライスダウン。今決めたら3億でいいぞよ。
That's pretty good. Sorry for bothering you. Rhode Island candy stores are not to be trifled with. I've thought about it. You know, I'm thinking about buying a place soon myself. Housing around here is stupid expensive, though. Like, you look at the history of what things cost. And like, oh, 5 years ago, this place went for, I don't know, $150,000. Like, yeah, that makes sense. And then you look at the current, what they're asking for, and it's like, oh, you want almost $300,000 for this fucking, like, shit box in the woods that looks like it's about to fall over in a stiff breeze. And that doesn't have any central air, fucking no central heating. The plumbing looks like it hasn't been updated since 1954. Like, it's rough going out here. But once I get my bonus, I'll be able to put down a good down payment for a mortgage. Like, I'm talking like a $20,000 down payment. So hopefully that'll bring down mortgage prices, or the mortgage payments a good bit. And I can finally move out of this shitty fucking bat infested house. Anyway, Shiroha, what's up? My price range is like under 300,000. Anything more than that's a little too rich for my blood. I wonder if Shiroha's here again today. Suddenly, my mind jumped back to what Ruichi and Tenzin told me the day before. About her being like a shrine maiden, in both the good and bad aspects of the term. It really just didn't click somehow. Didn't she really try to kill one of her classmates on top of it? Just couldn't picture that. I mean, realistically, it was probably an accident. Like, something like he stumbled and she tried to reach out and grab him and just accidentally ended up pushing him more. And because they're kids, it really fucking weighed on her. I mean, it'd be weird if I could. Target sighted. Aimlessly killing time, as usual. And I. Hey! Called out to her in the same way I always did. She nodded, acknowledging my arrival. She didn't seem particularly happy, but she didn't seem annoyed either. Sort of felt like she'd gotten used to me being around. Shiroha kept idling the afternoon away. Meanwhile, I started fishing. Before long, I hooked a tiny mystery fish. I caught something? How exactly do I keep catching fish with an unbaited hook? Probably best not to think about it.
Oh.
Because they see the flash of silver and it like activates their prey drive and they just like go for it. Can you take care of it again? She nodded. Shiroha said about cooking the fish. I sat down to wait. Oh, that smells really good. Cooking complete. Thanks. I ate. Oh, this is great. Ooh, that was delicious. She packed up her tools. Damn, dude really wearing a black long sleeve in the summer heat, beginning of August? Fucking psychotic. Bye. No, I mean, wait.
何?
We just cooked together, ate together. We did a bunch of stuff, really. But we barely said a word to each other.
そう?
Yeah, that's fine.
特に問題ないけど.
Yeah. You can enjoy someone's company without, having to talk the entire time. No, it's definitely wrong at a fundamental level.
よくわからないけど.
Now I'm with Shiroha on this one.
ハイリは会話がしたいの?
Huh? Hearing it put into terms made it kind of embarrassing. Well, kinda.
わかった。じゃあ、どうぞ。
I have a second chance of conversation, but what should I say? Your cooking was delicious. Amazing. Tasted great. You could make some good money off this stuff. was trying to compliment her, but she didn't look very happy about
お
it.
金のために作ってるわけじゃないから。
No, I mean, yeah, fair.
それに私なんてプロの人に比べたら全然だし。
I mean, you could just set up like a stall and start selling street meat. I mean, people who really put their work into studying cooking are probably on a whole different level.
うん。
Speaking of which, isn't there a culinary school near here? A friend of mine dropped out to enroll there.
へえ。
Interested?
うん。ちょっとだけ。
I see. Somehow, I had a feeling she was more than just a bit into the topic. Also, your friend's parents let them drop out of high school to go to fucking culinary school? It's like, I get it, like, sure, pursue your dreams or whatever, but not having a high school diploma really fucking kneecaps your opportunities in life, my guy. Like, it's not good. Well, seems like you really like cooking, huh? Could be worth looking into that sort of school after you graduate. Unless it was like one of those... Okay, so there was a technical high school in my hometown where you could apply to go to, where it's kind of like you were getting ready to go into the trades kind of thing, where your classes would be more oriented towards that, but you'd still get a high school diploma when you finished. It was different from the standard like public school curriculum, but still like a proper state accredited high school kind of thing. Maybe it's like that, where it's just like dropped out of public school to transfer into that, and he's still fine. I'm trying to make it work. I mean, not that I know how you feel about all that stuff, of course. I've got absolutely no idea what'll be next for me after I graduate myself. I actually get a bit jealous of my friend who dropped out sometimes. Like, must be nice knowing what you want to do with your life or be really good at something, right? I just thought it might be one of those
でも
things.
それは無理。
Impossible? What is? Attending a culinary school? Why?
いろいろあるから。
I see. By a lot of reasons, could you possibly mean being a shrine maiden? Someone mentioned it in
知っ
passing.
てたの？
Oh, just a bit. Something about how you're a special person. Or you could have just... You could have been like, oh yeah, I went up to the shrine and, you know, someone told me the name of it. I'm like, oh, it just clicked in my head. Well, that's kind of cool, huh? Sorry. Guess I shouldn't be so casual about it, huh?
あまり関わっちゃダメとか聞いた？
Yup. No. I mean, they might have said something along those lines. Kind of stupid, isn't it?
バカらしくない。
は？
本当のことだよ。だから、私といても良くない。悪いことが起こるの。
Why?
私が起こすの。
Yeah, because I'm cursed. Huh? For a second, I doubted my ears. What'd she just say? You'll make something bad happen? Why?
どうしてかな。嫌いだからだと思う。近づいてほしくないから。
Shiroha? Something about her was off. Her eyes were unfocused, seeming to stare right at me, not right through me, somewhere far beyond where we stood.
あなたのことも。
Because you hate me?
すぐに怒るよ。私には見えるの。
は？
大きな獣。獰猛な。あなたは襲われる。
What, your granddad? We can take him. Wait, what?
それに体が炎に包まれて、もだえ苦しむの。
Ooh, that's a bad way to go. Writhe in agony. Hey, are you okay? I shook her by the shoulders.
え、
The light seemed to return to her hollow eyes.
ごめん。
Yeah, you kind of went into a bit of like a fugue state there for a second. You good?
私、
Must be the
あなた
sun.
に。
Let's get you in the shade. Ah, it's okay. But was...
私ごめん帰って
Huh? Go home? Why?
すぐに島を出て帰って
Oh, home. I can't just...
ねえ急いで島から出て行って
No, I mean, it's way too sudden for me
あなたが危険なの
I can't be serious.
お願い
Understood. I didn't understand what just happened to her. I didn't know what was about to happen to me either. But I could tell that it wasn't something I could just ignore, judging by how desperate she looked. That said, I'll be careful. But I'm not going home.
なんで
Well, I mean, because I more or less ran away from home to come here. Going home would be kind of tough.
そんなのはいいでしょ
It does. Matters a lot to me.
じゃあせめて気をつけて
Yeah, that I could do.
絶対気をつけて
Like maybe get a gun?
忘れないで
Carry a bucket of water with you at all times? Right. Okay. Thanks.
だから私のせいなの
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be careful. We can take any straight beast that comes our way. Honestly, I felt a little apprehensive. Half of me believed her, and half of me thought it was all ridiculous. She looked genuinely horrified. No way it was a joke from her perspective. She's not the type to joke about that sort of thing in the first place. I guess that means she's right, and something bad will happen to me. Or rather, she'll make something bad happen to me. Because she hates me. Yeah, that just doesn't sit right with me. Something bad, huh? Like stepping on dog poop or something? Whoa. A boar? That was the same one I saw a while back. Okay, calm down. Shouldn't have any interest in me as long as I don't provoke it. Shouldn't. Fortunately, wild animals are fucking dumb like that. Was it just my imagination? The way the boar was looking at me reminded me of how muggers look when they're scouting out their targets. Well, it's empty, for your information. Boar leapt at me, spinning through the air. Wait, are boars supposed to spin when they jump? I just barely dodged the attack and toppled onto the ground. Ow! The boar spun around, readying itself for a second charge. Oh jeez, I'm gonna die. I squeezed my eyes shut, resigned to my fate. Huh? It dashed right past me, running off to who knows where. What the hell was that? Huh? Wait, actually... Ah! It's gone! The bag with all the leftover Shiroha gave me was gone. Oh, so that's what it was after. Maybe it only spared me because of it. Whew. In any case, I've been saved. Attack by a ferocious beast, huh? Nope. Still don't buy it. You should probably go tell, like,
どうしたんですか
City Hall or something that you got, like, attacked by a wild boar. And they should probably go deal with it. Probably send out some hunters to, you know, deal with the issue. Umi-chan looked shocked, which wasn't much of a surprise considering the state I was in. I got mugged.
そうですか
Aren't you, like, worried?
大方野犬にでも襲われたんでしょう
Even assuming you're right, that'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? Nah, not out here in the boonies.
そうだ今晩のご飯なんですが
Yeah, is it ready?
一応
Kinda. It was weird for Umi-chan to be that hesitant. Need to mess it up?
失敗したというかなんというか危険な予感がするんで
A
す
little spicy? You know, writhing in writhing in agony, engulfed in flames.
どうぞ。
What the? Uwe-chan set a plate of fried rice down. I did a double take. What is it, bright red, bubbling like magma? Oh dear. Why is it bright red? It's like chicken rice? Like the stuff with ketchup in it?
唐辛子チャーハンですよ。
Ugh. What's chili pepper fried rice? Do you mean kimchi fried rice?
それがなかったから唐辛子です。
Just how many did you dump in here to make it this red?
少しですよ。
Really?
ただこの島の特産唐辛子らしくて、ヤバネロの異名を取るとかで。
Habaneros, yummy. Habanero.
少し入れただけでご飯が真っ赤になってびっくりです。
You don't want your arrow to be burning after you ha or something. I don't know. Yeah, I can imagine.
それで食べていいか迷ってたんです。
Some people would like it, not me. I'm fine with a little spice, but people who just make the entire flavor profile of a food nothing but spice, I think that's gross.
口元まで持っていったんですが、謎のめまいがしてやめました。
Ooh, this is seriously too
もっ
dangerous.
たいないですけど、捨てておきましょうか。
Nah. You know, I've never minded spicy stuff.
赤いのが血をイメージさせるからですか？
Yeah, that.
変態がここにいます。
As if. I love how spicy stuff makes you sweat buckets. Oh, I hate that.
変態には違いないわけですね。
Makes your nose run. You start coughing. Lots of people like that, you know?
なんかやだ。
Yeah, I'm with Ubi-chan on this one.
まあ、辛いのは保証できると思います。
I'm definitely more of a savory person than a spicy person. Oh, no kidding. To be honest, I was curious. Though at the same time, I knew that if Ubi-chan was right, I was in danger. Alright, let's give it a
お
try.
お、すごい高原さん。骨は拾いますね。
Okay.
ドキドキ。
Slowly, cautiously, I took a bite. It was certainly spicy. But it was spicy on a surprisingly normal level.
どうです？
Yeah. It's actually pretty... No... Yeah, that's how it is with the spice. It takes a couple seconds for the capsaicin to set in.
のー。高原さん、
No! No!
大変だ。高原さんがノーしか言えなくなった。
No!
高原さんがノーしか言えなくなっても、私ちゃんとお話ししますよ。
Oh, I thought I was gonna die!
もう終わった。
Oh, I thought it was surprisingly normal at first. And a second later, it kicked me in the face. I literally saw stars. Like, how do I describe it? Like my mouth was engulfed in flame. Wait, isn't that...
どうしたんですか？
No. Don't worry about... About...
今度はもうだ。よくわからないけどすごい。大丈夫ですか、高原さん。私は高原さんがもうしか言えなくなっても笑顔で接しますよ。
Oh, I thought I was gonna die.
終わった。
Oh, I kicked again on a delay. What the hell is wrong with these peppers? They stick spicy time bombs in them and what? No, the tiny bombs! They put the tiny bombs in the food!
すごいですね。
It said it right there in the blue text.
次はどんなのが来るか楽しみです。
Oh, spare me, please. I'm just gonna get some water.
おお。
You don't want water, you want milk. Counteracts the capsaicin. Water just kind of sloshes it around your mouth and doesn't really do anything. The water only feels good as you're drinking it, but once you stop, it kicks back in again in full gear. Whew. But with that terrible fate averted there, I feel like that's a good place to stop for today. So, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you all next time for the next episode of Summer Pocket Reflection Blue, where we will continue with Shiroha's route and get into some weird, slightly supernatural fate stuff, I guess. It'll be a good time had by all. So, did I ever say my bit? Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, Discord description, all that. If I didn't, there it is. I'm gonna go heat up like a slice of pizza or something for my lunch and find something else to do with my 4-day weekend that I'm on right now. I'll probably do some chores. I need to like clean my bathtub, so I might do that. Okay. Enjoy your day, everyone. Goodbye. Mwah.